Good evening, I'm Nicole Kreitz with a look at the latest stories we're following from our Arizona Family Newsroom. This New Year's, we want to remind you about Shannon's Law. The state law makes it illegal to fire a gun into the air. Anyone caught doing so will face felony charges and jail time. Shannon's Law was named after a 14-year-old girl who was killed by a stray bullet that hit her in her backyard back in 1999. First thing Friday, Arizona's new distracted driving law takes effect. That means you can only use your phone in hands-free mode if you are driving. If you're caught, you could get hit with up to a $150 fine for your first offense. You can still use your phone at a stop sign or red light, though you are, of course, still discouraged from doing so. Those $600 federal stimulus checks are already being deposited into bank accounts. You could get yours at any time if you made less than $75,000 last year or less than $150,000 as a couple. And a bit of good news to wrap up 2020 here in the Valley. County Attorney Alistair Adell's finally home from the hospital. You might recall she took a tumble in her home on election night, hitting her head, and went to the hospital with a brain bleed. Her chief deputy says she has now signed her oath of office and is looking forward to serving as your county attorney. Well, let's take a quick look at your forecast from Arizona's Weather Authority. Things slowly starting to warm up. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, pushing 70 to start the week. For updates on more stories we're following, you can always download our app and subscribe to YouTube and our Roku channels. I'm Nicole Kreitz. Have a great night and a Happy New Year.